It is the end of April soon, and we're looking forward to another week. I'm talking to Intertops poker manager Hjalmar Lethin. Hjalmar, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Sitting at home, been doing that for the last 7 weeks, I think, maybe 8 already. But no, I'm doing good. Enjoying the time at home, actually.
What are the rules and restrictions in Salzburg, where you live?
Well, restrictions are getting like they're lowering the restrictions now, but for a couple of weeks they've actually had that you are allowed to go out, you're allowed to go and do your grocery shoppings. You're also allowed to go out to do some sports like jogging, walking, but you cannot do that with anybody else. And if you do it with somebody else, then it can only be, for instance, your partner that you live with.
I see.
So it's been quite heavy restrictions for being like what I would call a European country, but without having so many cases of sick people. So yeah, it's something they did right, and they did it quite early. Uh, but as everybody's talking about now is what happens when they kind of loosen the restrictions. I think that's the biggest worry at the moment.
Yes, of course. I talked to Lucas Wallster, who played the last tournament, Wanderlust, that we're going to talk about a little bit. He's in Saarbrücken. It's a little bit was a little bit tougher in Germany, I think. Pretty heavy penalties and so on if you went walked outdoors there.
Well, I think we've had that as well, but they've been quite like in the beginning you can't just hand out fines because then everybody would get it, obviously. So it's been a dialogue between the police and the people. What I've seen in Austria at least is that the people have been quite coherent with the restrictions. They've taken it very serious and kind of they stand by the government and what they decide. So they've had fines here as well, but they've never really been put in place on people.
I see, I see.
Um, uh, I think
So
it's harder in Germany. It's bigger. It's a lot more people. So I think they have to be a bit, harder when it comes to bigger countries, bigger cities, bigger population.
of course. What about the office then? Are you ordered to stay at home and work, or could you go to the office, the Intertops office?
I'm in the good position, or lucky position, that I could go to the office. I'm only sitting with one other in my room, so I could go. But the rest of the company, I wouldn't say that we're not allowed, but it's recommended to work from home. Um, but our company, and this doesn't come from me, it comes from the top. They were very quick to adapt to this situation. And when this became really like the security thing, how do you say, like it became the topic that we're closing down Austria, top management decided to buy laptops for everybody in the company and enabling them to work from home. So within a week's time, we had around 180 people working from home.
Oh my God, that's a lot. But at the same time, for a lot of companies, not everyone is able to work from home as you are. I mean, most of our correspondence is over the internet, right?
Yeah. I mean, no, of course, people are not able to work from home, and we're in the really lucky position that we can. And we made the most out of it also, I think, and that's why I'm really happy about the company and what they did for us and for my colleagues. Nobody lost their jobs. Nobody had to go on any, kind of leave. Everything continued as normal as it could be, but from at home then. Uh,
Right.
which has also helped a lot of people in the company that have kids, because all the schools closed down here. So kids were home and parents needed to be home.
Yeah.
This way they could kind of combine the two. Um, Obviously, a little bit difficult for the people working in support, but still doable.
Mm.
So no, I'm really happy about what the company did for us and my colleagues. And we should feel lucky for the job we have and the way it's been handled.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good. So
Mhm.
unfortunately, I mean, all the plans were to continue to do the packages, go with online qualifiers to live events. Which events has been cancelled, Elmar?
Well, for 2020, all the events have been cancelled. It was first they cancelled the St. Martin event, which was expected. Then we had the hopes that Felden would happen again. That got cancelled also. And when Felden got cancelled, and that was about a month ago, we kind of made a decision internally that we will, even if the events would take place, we will cancel our packages, because it's too unsure if it's going to happen or if anybody's even going to take the risk to organize an event, because it could be a massive cost for that person or that organization. So no, we've canceled everything for 2020. Instead, looking into the possibilities of doing something more fun online then for our players and for the people that have been frequently playing our live event satellites.
Yeah, so we had one, we call it Wanderlust, is the nice name for it. Just a few weeks ago, it was a really good event, $1,000 guarantee. Were you happy with the people that came there, the amount of players and so on?
Yeah. I mean, this idea actually came from you and your colleague.
Yeah.
And it was set up in cooperation, I think, with Christian. The name was brought forward in the interviews and everything, that you guys brought the old players or the old qualifiers together was really a nice and fun initiative. And the tournament was actually really, really fun to play. It was fun to see everybody coming together, and even if we didn't have any Zoom or Skype videos, everybody was chatting along in the group. No, it was a fun event.
For sure, and we also had some good results there. Was it who was the one that finished first in the best spot out of the Intertops friends from the live event players?
Well, I think it was Lucas from Germany, Bugs Bunny. I think he came in third place, closely followed by your colleague Andreas, who's quite a newbie in poker, but showed everybody on the poker tables that he had some good, cool moves.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And
those I
and yourself.
Yeah, but that's just a bonus on top of everything. Have to give credit to the other guys. They play. I do it for fun. It's good fun, but not as serious maybe.
No. But it's fun to play every now and then, and good to have some guys on the final table, of course. It was really fun to follow it all the way through. And what's up on the menu now? We have a tournament on Saturday, right? Tell me about it.
Yeah, we since the first Wanderlust tournament was such, in my view, like opinion, very successful. We thought, let's do a spin-off on this and see where we can actually take it with now when everybody is kind of forced to stay at home. So we thought we'll bump the price guarantee a little bit to 4,500. Obviously, a little bit of a higher buy-in, but we're trying to gather all the players again like we did the last time, and yeah, just have a spin-off on the first one and see where we can take this. If we can take this to another level, then we'll definitely continue with it. If it's going to be more guaranteed in the future, I don't know, but at least at this level, if we can make it like reach the guarantee on Saturday, we'll do the more in the coming weeks.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, some of the players even say, I talked to some of the American players who said that it's kind of a second poker boom because there's nothing else to bet on, there's nothing else to do. People are sitting at home. So to be able to play poker is a privilege.
Yeah, no, we have seen the same at Intertops, obviously. I mean, the sports book had to cancel almost everything uh, at the what was it, mid-March, I think, 10th, 12th of March, everything kind of closed down. All the bigger events in the US got canceled. All the leagues in Europe and the US got canceled. Even, the draft got canceled. It was made online, but, not live. So, yeah, very few things to bet on. And sportsbook people found a new home in poker, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very nice. That's very nice. So it's good to do this and a little bit of promotion. It was so nice to talk to Hussein, Akash, Alexander, Eduardo. Lucas, all these guys that we met before on the live events, and hopefully, I mean, do you think maybe in the end of 2020 there will be a live event where we can go again, or do we have to wait to next year?
I think we're gonna have to wait until next year to be, if I'm, painfully honest. I think next year is gonna be the earliest where we can actually see a good big live event. We travel quite a lot, you inclusively, and we meet a lot of people, and some people you only think you're going to meet once. You have a good time, you talk to them, and this is what kind of the impression I had a lot of times with the players that we have to our live events. However, it's reoccurring that we meet them, we see them online, we see them at future like more events than only one, and you build this small community, which was really fun to see, and to talk to them. And we would love to meet all of these players, people, like rather sooner than later, but 2020, no.
Okay. We're going to continue to. I mean, what we're going to do is to try to make some content around the tournaments that we play online, and we kind of make it a little bit live, because we're going to see the guys that play the tournaments, which is always fun, and we're going to try to do some Google Meets or something like that on this Saturday to see when everyone is playing and get some comments from them, and it's kind of a fun thing to just stay up to date and see the guys again, right?
No, it's super fun. It's what we have been. It was actually our goal from the start when we did the live events, not only for the poker events, but also for creating an adventure for the players, meeting the players, getting some feedback, but also hanging out with them, because they are our customers. They do like what we are doing, but it's only possible with the feedback from them, because otherwise, it would just be a random poker site.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. And Intertops is not a random poker site for sure.
No.
That's very good, Hjalmar. Okay, we're looking forward to what's the details we need to know for Saturday's tournament.
Same time as last time. I think that's half past. Well, I don't know.
It's 5:15 Eastern time, which means Central European time. It's 11:15 at night, right?
Yeah, exactly. Buy-in is 30 plus 3. We guarantee 4,500. That's all you need to know, basically. It's a hold'em tournament. That's it.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of players and
join
a lot of fun. Huh?
Join and have fun. Join the banter.
Yeah.
Try to take it down. That's the only thing I can say. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, so, and I could tell anyone who sees this, I mean, if anyone sees this and wants to be in on a Skype interview or anything, you can contact me and I'll do a Skype interview before, or if you win it, we'll do something afterwards. And we try to get in touch with you guys. You find me on Rikard Aberg on Skype, and you find me, contact me there. Or through Hjalmar and Christian, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're happy to have as many as possible on Skype, seeing who's actually behind the nicknames.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this. Yeah. So if you think you can beat me on Saturday, please join.
All right, and I say the same. And Andreas will be there. A lot of the other guys will be there, and we're going to have fun. So I'm looking forward to it, Hjalmar. We'll see you on Saturday, okay?
Thank you very much, Rikard, and have a nice day and nice evening.